Somebody says when I see pop music and I get ideas of reference delusions that Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift are referencing me in their artwork, this is really delusional. It's kind of like Charles Manson thinking Helter Skelter by the Beatles was written about him. Somebody said I'm more like the guy who got triggered and shot John Lennon. Now my question, and they said to me, how is this so, I said, obviously while I don't condone, what the guy did, obviously, murder is wrong, I could see how somebody would be upset if they were a low-functioning schizophrenic, if they were living in poverty, and they heard the song Imagine. Picture this, John Lennon is a rich and famous rock star. He can buy anything he wants. He's living a privileged life, a life of luxury, a life of leisure. He's saying, imagine no possessions, peace, everybody living harmoniously. And, obviously he projects onto the world peace and that everybody has a mental representation of the world. Because his life is calm, tranquil, really good, really happy. So he projects everybody could live harmoniously and happily ever after together because that's the life he knows. He knows the privileged and happy existence. Now there are people who project, anger and hate onto the world because they're schizophrenics, they're in poverty, they're angry at the world, they're angry that the world is a bad place. They're jealous, they're envious. It's kind of like the song by Pink Floyd, Without. After all, isn't that what the fighting's all about? You know what I mean? Like, you look at John Lennon, he's saying, why doesn't everybody live harmoniously together? Why doesn't everybody love one another? Imagine no possessions. And meanwhile, you're starving, you could barely get enough money for food, you're schizophrenic, you're getting the worst trash imaginable, nobody cares if you live or die. I can see why the song Imagine would irritate some people. On that note, I see why John Lennon has some good songs, like Help, for example, but, I can see why the hippie movement, everybody living harmoniously, would anger some people because, after all, not everybody's mental representation of the world is rainbows and butterflies, everybody living peacefully. Some people struggle, some people's existence is hell on earth, and some people project, fuck you, John Lennon, you're a hypocrite.